We have a couple stray sleeves still in stock and field centers here as well. The Tier Bay, and then of course some of our other sleeves and stuff a few people have asked me to kind of keep stock on is actually now available. So I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab yours today. Let's pass on over to Sunday Market Watch, shall we? Hey, of course, I've said this every single video. You guys are no strangers to it. 34% of you are not smashed the living crap out of it. Just smash it already. So, yeah, smash the living crap out of the subscribe button, please. Alright, so what's going on here? So I have not talked a single thing on this channel about the Adidas collab Dark Magician. Now, for those of you that have kind of been paying attention to this, you know that these just popped out of the woodwork as a collab that happened in the UK for the Dark Magician. It is ADC1 EN001. There has not been a collab on the American side or the English side over here, just the UK side so far. So here's what I'm telling you about this, alright? That collab will more than likely happen here. I'm going to be very shocked if it doesn't. I think that the $400 price tag that these have been rotating over for has been a little bit ridiculous. I've seen them sell for, I think lowest I saw sell was $350 without the shoes. So, I guess it technically was free chicken nuggies, or free chicken tendies out here for the most part, but just a little bit of a heads up here that if you're freaking out, you're like, oh my god, I missed this. No. Be patient, wait and see how things go on our side. There's no way that this is not going to be something that's not going to happen, you know, on the flip side over here, all right? There definitely will be another release of this, at least on the American side, because it doesn't make sense for them to just stick it off over there and then, you know, just totally ignore it. I don't know when it'll happen, well, I mean, it'll happen probably through some of the shoe websites for sure, but just be patient, all right? Especially for the collectors out here that want to spend this $400 price tag for this. You know, just be patient. That's all I really got to say. Like, I think people lose their mind at some of the craziest opportunities out here. Yeah, $399 best offer and $421.62 have been the ones that have actually sold on the market for this. So, yeah, be patient. All right, that's all it really takes. Vishudas. Now, for those of you that don't know, or have saw, we covered last week that Sword Soul cards were kind of starting to trickle up in an insane amount of time. And it's actually kind of important to take note of this, that we had those movements here, because we're seeing, you guessed it, Vishuda kind of start to creep up. It's not like a huge, you know, climb up here, but it's enough that the chart has gained at about $1 of value. So once again, I mean, when you're looking at like your Sword Soul cards, and you know, once stuff gets cheaper, you know, people are going to start picking up all of the pieces to the core, right? They're not going to just go after one piece. Like, that's the thing that makes this game so very interesting at the end of the day is, you know, they're like, oh, you know, like Sword Soul cards are starting to go up. Better go pick up my core. Well, when things become cheap and affordable and more people start to go through and pick them up, yeah, and it surprises people actually go surprise Pikachu face when they see these movements out here, because they're like, oh my god, like, what's going on? It's because Sword Soul looks like a pretty inviting deck. The deck is very budget now, and that's why you're having something like Vishudu actually creep up now because of that. So that's why Vishuda's doing its thing. Reptilian Vasky. Now, there's going to be a couple of interesting little... I can't even really call these penny songs, because these cards have been forever some sort of value. So remember, this thing can't be normal summon set. This card cannot be special summon except by attributing two-face monster with 0 attack on either side of the field. So this is a old Absolute Power Force. It was rare, right? But, I mean, your last one... Actually, some sold on 1.5, 1.2, and 1.1. I actually bought a near mint first for $7. Now, these have been rocking down a little bit. You can buy an Unlim for $2.69. First ed for $4. But the point here is, this old, stupid card has actually maintained such a... Its price has never dropped. But once again, I mean, you're going to see that a lot with these one-printing cards here, where you're just kind of like, what's going on? Why? How much is that? Yeah. Jester Confit. Now, this bad boy has 2 printings. The one I want to point out here is from the old Cybers Link structure deck. You get them, Jester Confit. You are now a $4.86, $4.98. Wait, you can buy a light play for like $3? Yeah. I guess people just like to buy from the more trusted sellers out here for the most part. People, I don't know why you need to buy near mint to play when they're going to be light play when you're done, but you know, it's neither here nor there, all right? But for the most part, yeah, good old Jester Confit's doing Jester Confit things. Chicken Game, now this is a good classic here. For those of you that don't pay attention to this card, you know, this card, if it ever comes back, it should be upgraded to a super literally immediately. Never got any more than that, though. But for the most part, I mean, these are selling actually consistently. This is one of the most consistent $2 moving cards on that chart for a banned card that I've seen in a very long time, actually. So that's hilarious. We've also got the Telekinetic Powerwell. Thank you, older formats. You gotta love, especially summon as many level 2 psychic monsters as you want from your graveyard, and then you take damage equal to their level times 300. Wow, it's Soul Charge at home. It's $5 for the most part here, $5-6, yeah. This card is moving at a pretty alarming rate, actually. It actually caught my attention seeing that so many of these, I mean, once again, people are like, this is strictly for Edison format, so do kind of keep that in mind out here. DD Vice Typhoon. Now, I do want to point out here that the only reason why this looks scary is because of the direct by TCG seller here. The $5.30 version. And then, of course, like your little pie chart here is doing some little pie charty things, but your last sold listings were 48 cents, 46 cents, 47 cents. These aren't like these aren't like crazy high or anything. It's just one of those cases of when you click the listing, you see the direct by TCG, and you're like, oh, well, that's kind of really scary. Yeah, a little bit. This is actually good news. I'm very happy to say this. So for those of you that have been watching this channel, we've mentioned Red Rising Dragon when it was a $2 card for a while. I do see that people do continue to eat off these very cheap listings down here. 11 listings, 4 listings, 6 listings. Wow, people really are playing the penny songs with this. Holy crap, man. 11, 3, 12. Whoo, okay, well, people believe in this card. One super printing kills this card's value, but it's neither here nor there. So I just wanted to point out that there are some cheap Red Rising copies finally available for you to pick up. Also, Ulti Dark Panther is, it's been a little while since I've checked in on this friend. None of these have sold very recently. I'm not surprised about that. What are First Ed's going for now? 97, $100. 105, yeah, not that surprised. Aqua Dolphin, down they go. Holy moly. 94.72, 120. Yikes. You know, for what this card actually is, yeah, you're looking 92, 97. Yeah, these ramp up pretty gosh darn quick. Yeah, you get them, Aqua Dolphin, $120. All right. Secret Utility Box. So it's been a little while since we haven't actually talked about this just yet. We mentioned this, but I was curious to know like how we're doing back here. The sleeves, $7, $9, 14, 5, and 5. It's pretty cheap. I'm sure you can find them cheaper on eBay if you dig around. We've got, well, actually, this is only $5. Arm Neos is a $2 secret rare. Wow. That is so actually sad. I think the card is cute for what it is. It falls short of what the competitive scene wants. $2 for the Dark Magician. The Galaxy card is for $2. Literally the most expensive card is the Yusei Fudo card. That is hilarious. And then you can buy the Arm Neos for $1. Wow. That is both sad and I'm not surprised at the end of the day. But I mean, Rocket Synchron being, most of these cards being available in multiple rarities is not that surprising. This looks pretty cool as a parallel too. So yeah, just a little bit of a heads up. I think the value that this set had was a kind of a big fail on the OCG side of things. But I mean, the boxes and the sleeves were very much the go-to here for this product line. Also, for those of you that haven't been keeping up with Premium Pack 2023, the rarities in this set, you have the common, you have the super, the secret rare, and then you have what was called a red rare, secret rare. Well, these particular rays actually are worth $400, and this just caught my attention because I was like, there's no way that they're actually worth it. Yeah, they've actually been selling actually for $400+ as you saw here. So yeah, look, and I'm just actually disgusted with this price tag. But I guess higher rarity will always be champ out here. So, what do you think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and, well, I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.